All right. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. See what we're talking about. Accountability, responsibility, availability. All those three things played a part in the Meg and Tory situation going the way it did. All of it played a part. All three were displayed. All three actions was displayed. The first action from these three things are the availability. Tory made himself available for Meg, or vice versa. They made they made themselves available for each other. At some point, Tory brought Meg into his fold, into his life, into his home, which was one of the one of the mistakes he made, if not the biggest mistake. So when I talk about these type of topics, I like to start in the beginning. I don't want to start in the middle. I don't want to start at the problem. I don't want to start at the issue, because in order to figure out who right and wrong in the whole situation, you got to start at the beginning. So in the beginning, you got them making each other available for each other, making themselves available. Tory wasn't, or didn't understand the responsibility that came with dealing with them or her. Tory overlooked a lot of bullshit, a lot of red flags when it came to dealing with Meg. Is that Megan's fault? No. Megan just being herself. She's being the person she been being since she entered the industry, since she started her career. She's being that same person. Manipulative, um, frisky. She just was being herself. She is the example of unchecked power or unchecked authority. Meg was so selfish. She didn't care how things went or turned out, long as she got what she wanted at the end. Tori should have knew this by her actions since she came into the game. So Tori is the problem, because he's turning the blind eye to Megan ways, destructive ways, and it turned out to bite him in the ass. Yep, it turned out to bite him in the ass in the end because he had no control over her. Women, Megan played the game far as who she could fuck with, how she deal with them, and she's gonna determine the outcome of the situation, no matter which way it goes. And Tory relinquished that control, the ability to determine the outcome. He relinquished that when he allowed her to have fits and catch attitudes and to get her way. That's where Tory relinquished his power at. When she started acting out, having these fits because she couldn't get her way and got her way, she knew she had the control. She knew she had the power. So she didn't like Tory per se. He just facilitated some shit that she wanted in that time frame. No, he didn't shoot her. I don't believe he shot her. I believe Kelsey shot that bitch. What I'm what I'm saying is he is responsible for what happening. His inability to check her, his ability giving in when she have her fits and she goes off on her rants. He was giving in to her, making her happy or satisfying whatever need she felt like she was craving in the moment. When you start doing that with women like Megan, they don't appreciate it. They take it as you weak. You don't stand on nothing. You don't stand for nothing. Because all I got to do is act like I'm mad or have an attitude and I'm going to get what I want from you. So she didn't like him. She just liked the fact that he facilitated to whatever she wanted in the moment. So that shit, no matter what, was always going to turn out bad in the end for Tory. It just happened to go to the extreme and he went to prison. And she don't care enough about Tory to tell the truth. She don't care enough about Tory to be honest about, hey, this is what happened. Because when you politic it the right way, no bias, she came out as a street rapper on some street shit. She really a snitch. And should nobody be fucking with her. That's the right politic on that. Because if you involved this, that fight was some street shit. They supposed to be street people. I don't know too much about Tory, but he the only one kept it street in that whole situation because he didn't have a word to say to the police. But he not saying nothing because he already know he is the reason it got out of hand because he's the man. He's supposed to be in control of the whole situation. It's not never supposed to get to that point where these bitches is fighting over him or fighting period. He was supposed to have been the one to put his foot down and kill that hoe, told both them bitches shut the fuck up, and it should have been a quiet ride home. But that's not what took place because Tory never had any control over neither one of them bitches. And that's where he have to hold himself accountable. And I think he did by not saying nothing because he understood that he fucked up by relinquishing his power, by giving in to her every need or want whenever she became irate or irritated. I believe that he understood that's where he fucked up at. So he was cool with whatever consequence came. And as a man, he did what he was supposed to do. That's being responsible and holding yourself accountable for for the situation you created. Tory knew he wasn't trying to be in a relationship with none of them hoes. He should have stood on that. He shouldn't have. If he wanted it to be a fuck thing, he should have just kept it at that and let them hoes go be loose, go do what you want to do, because them sticking around is gonna fuck up his action because they are territorial women. They're fake territorial. They ain't territorial. They just know when they got a sucker, they want to keep the sucker for themselves. That's all territorial means. So women out here talking about I'm territorial. No, you just the one that's doing the most for her, and she don't want to relinquish you to no other bitch because she think you gonna do the same shit you do for her, for another bitch. That's all the territorial shit mean when you know politic it the right way. Cause I don't see no hoes being territorial with a nigga that they have an understanding with the side nigga. And no hoes talking about I'm territorial over this nigga. Nah, they ain't territorial over that nigga because that nigga ain't get him no control over them. Territorial with the nigga that relinquished the control, that goes out his way or makes sacrifices to make her happy or make her feel good in the moment for whatever need she desire in the moment. And a lot of niggas do that shit. You see a lot of situations like that. You see situations where niggas will start blaming niggas for these bitches being the way they are. It is some of these niggas' fault, but for the most part, these women act in the way that you allow them to act. If you don't want them, nigga told me these 2025 bitches is, they don't want this or they you got to do this. I don't have to do shit with what the fuck I want to do. And so if you come into my fold or into my program, you're gonna benefit this program or you not gonna be involved in this program because there's nothing leaving out of this program for nobody else that just want to think that their presence is the value to my program. Their presence has no value. That's where a lot of niggas fuck up at. A lot of niggas get confused and think that and miss the real value in the situation. They don't see a value and they ain't looking for a value. They just glad to be next to this bitch, and this bitch ain't doing nothing but bringing them down. And that's what Tory was gonna be either broke, he was gonna either be in some type of financial trouble, he was gonna go to jail because he was gonna beat the bitch. It was gonna be some physical type of altercation, and whether she hit him first or he hit her first, she was gonna cry victim. So jail was in the fold of the shit anyway. It was jail or broke, and not broke to the point where he just living like a regular person, like getting a job and shit. He ain't gonna be that broke. But anytime niggas sacrifice so much money, they start to feel as if, hey, you should do this for me because of what I do for you. And that's not saying he gonna be broke when he gets to that point, but he gonna see that he done spent so much, he done invested so much into this, he gonna try to get something out of it. And that's where the domestic shit gonna kick in at. Cause she gonna buck on him, cause she feel like she gonna feel how she felt from the beginning. Nigga, I don't like you. I'm here because I I'm here because of what you do for me, not because I want to be here. And they let them they show them signs real clear in the beginning. It's just some niggas be so it be so much lust in the beginning. Nigga be trying to get it or be trying to chase after some shit because they think they want it. That they disregard all the bullshit. Son, you shouldn't have to go way out your way or out your way, period, for somebody that to like you. And that's what Tory went wrong at. Tory went wrong because he lost control or he gave away his control for some pussy. Knowing he was a player nigga, he wasn't never gonna stop dealing with other women. So he kind of brought all that shit on himself for real. And that's just being non-biased. Even as a man, like I can't even be on this side and say and feel bad for him because I know he brought it on himself because she showed them red flags in the beginning. They always do. They always do. It's even in the time that when you speak to them, and they kind of don't want to talk to you, and you kind of gotta keep being persistent. And that chase shit is the sign that she don't fuck with you like that. You always chasing her. You know, it's removing you from your purpose because you're trying to. So now you putting your purpose to the side to chase some shit that has no value to you, and she know that. If you always running behind her, what the fuck? She know you ain't got either you ain't got nothing else going on, or you done put all your shit to the side for her. So now she know you willing to sacrifice for her. It's all in the beginning. The root of the problem is always in the beginning. It's always in the seed. You know, that's how you could tell. Well, what you think? Am I firing up and I'm on? You see anywhere I can be debated or a view that I'm missing? Nah, I ain't missing. I don't think I'm missing nothing. I think everything is how it start is how it's gonna end. If that shit start with a chase, it's gonna end in a crash. That's the quotable. If it start in a chase, it's gonna end in a crash. Niggas gotta understand how to identify the shit that like them. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to identify that because you don't have to do nothing. You could just be yourself. You being yourself and they naturally like you or they want to be around you. And it's not nothing forced, nothing you have to, go out your way to do, and that person like you. But see, what like us is not always what we want, and that's where we go wrong. I had I had a situation where I had a good plate of soul food in my face. I had collard greens, macaroni and cheese, motherfucking oxtails, motherfucking cornbread, hot sauce. But then I had a sweet potato pie. And instead of getting that nourishment that I need for my body to be strong and be healthy and to thrive, shit, I went and scooped a piece of that sweet potato pie and kept it moving. Because that's what looked good to me. Even though it wasn't right for me, it wasn't healthy for me, It wasn't what my body needed. That's what I chose. I didn't take what was good for me. And a lot of times we as men we do that. We go off sight. We see it, we want it. So we go get it. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we want. But once you start to understand what's good for you and what's bad for you, as far as characteristic traits, then you'll be able to say, hey, nah, I'm going to pass up on this sweet potato pie. Now, I might not eat this whole plate over here, but I'm going to eat some of it because I know this what's best for me. But that's all going on. That shit was one bad decision that led to a bad ending. Yeah, that's exactly what Tory did. Because I'm sure he had some situations. Like, if you even available for this billionaire chick to reach out to you and invite you somewhere, you definitely had better options. You just wanted that sweet potato pie. That shit was hot. It was smoking. It was good. It looked it good. And you had the goddamn. It's like Martin when he ran across the gun line. He had to have that shit. He didn't give a fuck about getting shot. Been smelling them pies for 40 years. Fuck it. He went for it. Burnt his whole mouth up. He ain't even taste the shit. Same way with Tory. Burnt him up. He ain't even enjoy it. Now, would she ever come out and say, I was a bad person. I should have let Tory know that I really wasn't feeling him like that. I shouldn't have never tried to control the situation when it came to him and other people. She'd never say that. That'd never happen. Because she ain't gonna never feel like that. Because she know it's always another trick ass nigga that's gonna be ready to trick on her. She gonna be able to use a nigga's lust against him. It work every time. These niggas be so horny, they forget about they sick mama. Every some shit they responsible for. Cause this shit long term thought process. If I know I need to be here for a certain set of people, I can't afford to be allowing myself to be disrespected by this punk ass bitch because I know what that disrespect gonna lead to. That's having a standard for yourself. So I don't, so did Tory have standards? Probably not. Tory ain't had no damn standards, man. Tory was just living. He was just around. He was a kid for real. He was just doing what kids do, living their life, doing what the fuck they want to do. He ain't never encountered no bitch that had equal to what he had and liked it and wanted to be with him. And that was something different for him because he couldn't control it. So he felt like it was a challenge and he felt like he could break it. You can't change nobody, man. People change because they want to, not because of what you dangle in front of. And even if they did decide to change, you have to make sure that that change is consistent. That's the game winner. Making sure that whatever change they displaying, they keep that change consistent. Because a lot of times niggas had arguments with their girl. They leave a couple days. They have a conversation. They come to an agreement or some compromise, and they get back together. But for a day or two, they're exhibiting the change that they express to each other to make it work. After day 3, day 4, that change gonna go. Somebody's gonna fall back into that because old habits die hard. Bad habits die hard, and niggas don't keep the change consistent or make people keep the change that they say that they're gonna make. They don't make them keep it consistent. They be okay with the try. Well, I tried, and then here you is a month or two later arguing again. So it's just a revolving door. That bullshit. But that's my take on that whole ass shit, man. I'll get with y'all a little bit later, man. I'm gonna start being more consistent, man. Jumping on this shit a little bit more, giving my take on certain things. But y'all stay tuned. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in.